have a section in the book that talks about kinds of warnings and intelligence that the FBI and Homeland Security and the city and the DC police and the Capitol Police had about January 6th, and they were equally unprepared. They had no game plan for the Stop the Steal rally, and so I don't think they learned anything from Charlottesville in that respect. I think, if you compare their response to Stop the Steal with their response to the Black Lives Matter protests, where they threw up barriers in front of the White House. They used very serious, quote unquote, non-fatal munitions, whereas, they were caught completely with their pants down when it came to the attack on the Capitol.
You mentioned a line that you draw between the two events. Can you explain that a little bit? Obviously the January 6th one was a much bigger thing with a more disparate group of people and people that would be considered mainstream Republicans, et cetera. What's the line that you see between those two events?
Well, I think it's mostly in terms of the failure of law enforcement. That's the blindness of what law enforcement. They didn't see a threat coming from, these white men, because they were mostly white men who these men would look like them, and so they didn't see that that they would be a threat to the Capitol and to their own law enforcement officers.
You think there's a racial element to how it was? Do you think that was the case in Charlottesville too?
Yes, I do. I think that the police spent a lot of time talking to the organizers of the Tiki Torch rally and the Unite the Right rally, and that gave the organizers an opportunity to convince them that it was really the left that was going to be violent. So they were prepared for violence from Black Lives Matter and anti-fascists and what they called Antifa and Black Bloc, but that never really, there was not that kind of violence coming from the counter protesters.